Hawaii, all through Canada, the U.S., it seems like every state. So just a pleasure to have you all with us. As many of you know, we've been meeting like this every Monday night without fail for over 30 years now. So it is definitely the meeting spot for this team. Again, if you're joining us for the very first time, let me give you just a little company history. The Juice Plus Company actually celebrated 50 years in business this past year. Initiating its entry into the marketplace so many years ago, we were the company that brought smoke detectors to the home, and that certainly was very successful and laid the foundation for huge success to come. In the early 80s, we diversified going into environmental products with water filtration and air filtration for in-home use. And 28 years ago, we entered the field of health technology with Juice Plus and the Juice Plus family of products. And what a find that has been, not only for our own health and well-being, but for the people we love and those we come across on a daily basis. So it is amazing as far as supportive of your health, but it's also quite a mission as far as helping others and really giving people that avenue, too, for supplemental income. So we're both an amazing product and a wonderful business model. We've had the great fortune to have many people come to us with great, information, inspiration, knowledge, and they do it, they gift their time, and they've been doing it with us now, as I said, every week for 30 years, people who come to share. And tonight we're very blessed to have two people with us that I know you'll certainly enjoy. They bring a great deal of knowledge to this call. And I might say, too, they also have really gone to great lengths to be here with us tonight. They are from Texas, and so we all know that state's had its challenges, among others, but I think Texas is very severe. So they've been without any type of electricity or just having real challenges for the past 15 days. So we really appreciate their managing to be with us this evening. So I'll tell you about our special guests. Ottis Layne, who's a QSC. He's an MD, medical doctor, and his wife, Sally Layne, who's a QNMD, but also a PhD. So Ottis is, just to give you a little bit of his background, as I said, he's an MD. He's also a distributor with our company. He's a graduate of Harvard University with high honors and of Baylor Medical School. He is published in the prestigious New England Journal of Medicine and is a fellow both of the College of Emergency Medicine and the American Society of Addiction Medicine. He recently became a diplomat in the relatively new American College of Lifestyle Medicine. This is a specialty that promotes lifestyle for both prevention and treatment of medical conditions. Desire to become board certified in lifestyle medicine came directly as a result of his health journey, which began 15 years ago when he added Juice Plus to his diet. He's also accompanied by his wife in this call tonight, Sally Layne, who's a qualifying national marketing director with our company, but also a PhD in microbiology. She's a graduate of Baylor University and Pennsylvania State Medical School. She's a Sears Lean certified health coach. Her passion is to help people of all ages live a healthy life, but her greatest claim to fame is the wife of Ottis for now 53 years, mother of two wonderful children, mother-in-law of a spectacular daughter and son-in-law, and Nanny, or Nonnie, you can visit Nonnie, to three amazing grandchildren. So Ottis and Sally live in the beautiful hill country of Texas, which, as I said, is pretty cold right now, with 3 cats, 2 dogs, 6 llamas, and 1,000-plus birds. They have tea every evening while Ottis reads to Sally, practice which they begin in their courtship, deep literary works, beginning with Winnie the Pooh. And so, anyway, I love it. A practice especially valued during these times. So tonight they're going to talk to you about healthy at every age, and I think that's something we all desire for ourselves, our children, our grandchildren, if we're, no matter what age you or I are, we want to be at our healthiest and our most fit. So who's going to start off tonight? Sally, is it you, or Ottis, is it you?
I am.
Okay.
We'll
do it that way. So I'll turn it over to you, Sally.
Well, we are joining you from our daughter's and son-in-law's lovely laundry room, where there is actually electricity. We are so happy. We haven't had it for so long, we don't remember what it's like to have it in our home. Thank you, Cheryl, for the privilege to speak to your team from all over the world, and we want to welcome all the guests who are joining us tonight. My husband, Ottis, and I are very excited to be able to share some really good news about being healthy, even healthier than any of us knew we could be. This is something the vast majority of us truly want, but many of us have no idea where to even begin. Many of us think of health as being fit, being lean, having healthy blood values, or being free of a chronic disease. The truth is there are about as many definitions of health as there are people interested in it. And another truth is there is great confusion about how to achieve good health, let alone maintain it. We are currently in a health crisis in this country and actually throughout the world. 60% of adults worldwide have one chronic disease, over 40% have two chronic diseases, and many others have 3, 4, or even more. In 2020, the rate of obesity passed 40% in adults in the U.S. and is projected to be 50% by 2030. Childhood obesity is continuing to rise at an alarming rate as well. Ads on many commercial TV stations offer medications to combat psychiatric ills, sexual dysfunction, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, just to name a few, but many of these, quote, cures come with profound side effects or possibly even death. But what if you knew that you could add years to your life and life to your years? What if you knew that our genes are not our destiny? What if you knew that there are many decisions, many choices, many changes, even small changes that you could make today and tomorrow that could literally change the course of your health for the rest of your life? And what if these could actually reverse some of the effects of poor choices and poor health from the past? And if you have plans to have children in the future, these changes could benefit your children and their children as well. I certainly do not have perfect health, and I know that I could be struck down by a terminal disease. But I will say that I am really excited to think that I'm not ruled by my past health history, nor am I ruled by my past lifestyle choices. I'm excited that that we all can make small changes today that can impact our future health and vitality. 28 years ago, neither a thought of healthy longevity nor the possibility of devastating disease in a child or in myself were on my radar when my daddy invited us to add Juice Plus to our diets. We were healthy, we thought. We had a very healthy diet, we thought. And our children were all active and healthy, we thought. We tried Juice Plus for 4 months, felt nothing different, and Ottis, the skeptical doctor, said, this is just like all those other supplements, and we stopped. 13 long years later, disastrous changes had occurred for me. I'd had 3 cancers, and one of our children had died of cancer, and now finally we were ready to pay attention. By this time, Juice Plus had 9 published research studies, and after reading them all, Ottis realized that, yes, this really would be valuable for us and our family. And we started both the products and the business that very day. I had several health issues that had bothered me since childhood, but these seemed to be just my normal. These problems were allergies and irritable bowel syndrome, and they both resolved quickly after I began consuming Juice Plus. My health has just gotten better and better since that time. About 7 years ago, something emerged in the scientific literature that caught our attention, actually Ottis's, and seemed to us to have a correlation with our health, our Juice Plus journey. That concerns the health of the bacteria in our lower intestine and their relationship to our overall health. In medical school, Ottis had been taught that the lower intestine had only one purpose, and that was to remove liquid so that we wouldn't have perpetual diarrhea. As a microbiologist, I had been taught that all bacteria were bad bacteria, and if you had a way to kill them, you should. Antimicrobial soaps immediately come to mind. For both of us, the news that our gut health and the health of the microbes living there, as well as the beneficial bacteria on our skin, are crucial for our health and well-being, was an astounding revelation. I remember the evening when Ottis read the first study about the beneficial bacteria living in our gut, the gut microbiome. He looked up and said, now we know why people who consume Juice Plus are healthier. Juice Plus is supporting our gut health. There are trillions of microbes living primarily in the lower intestine, and shockingly, these are largely responsible for our overall health. A healthy gut microbiome leads to good health. An unhealthy gut microbiome leads to disease and unhealthy conditions. And over time, it can lead to premature aging and death. These microbes control our cardiovascular health, with imbalances leading to heart attacks, strokes, and cardiovascular disease. They control our metabolism, with imbalances leading to obesity and type 2 diabetes. They control our immune function, with an imbalance leading to asthma and allergies, as well as the many autoimmune diseases. Some of these are lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, MS, periodontal disease, and Crohn's disease. They control our brain health, with imbalances leading to ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, and autism. Our skin health, with imbalances leading to acne, psoriasis, and eczema. Other imbalances in our microbiome lead to intestinal problems such as irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, and gluten sensitivity. Also, the microbiome is involved in several cancers, as well as many problems not yet identified, and one serious issue identified this month. And now Ottis is going to talk about this issue.
I want to talk about some extremely important and brand new research about the health challenges our world is facing today, something that could be life-saving. I want everybody to pay close attention to this. It's very important. One of the many puzzles about the health challenges our world is facing today is the extreme variability and the severity of illness they cause. Why do some people have such devastating outcomes and some people don't even get sick at all? We have identified some risk factors like advanced age, diabetes, and obesity, but this doesn't explain the extreme variability and severity from the health challenges our world is facing today, nor does it explain why some people recover quickly while others become long haulers with symptoms that have persisted in some for over a year. Just in the first week of February this year, a review was published that looked at 3 scientific reports that showed that people who had died from the health challenges our world is facing today all had poor gut health, even if they had none of the other known risk factors for this health challenge. It looks like your best chance to overcome the health challenges our world is facing today with only a mild illness, and your best chance to recover quickly, is to pay attention and careful attention to your gut health. This can help you not only with the current health challenges our world is facing today, but also with any health challenges that might emerge in the future. Consuming Juice Plus, giving the beneficial bacteria plenty of fiber, and avoiding the things Sally will now be mentioning that poison our gut bacteria can help us avoid a serious outcome from these challenges.
All Americans have damaged microbiomes, and while this is partly due to aging and environmental factors, to a great extent it is a result of poor dietary choices. These choices include unhealthy fats, excess sugar, preservatives, artificial sweeteners, actually anything artificial, eating processed foods, and fast foods. This is the standard American diet. It is known by the acronym SAD, and it is especially sad because it is destroying the health of our nation. This diet of hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, processed foods, fast foods, soft drinks, high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oil, excess sugar, salt has become the norm for many families, not only in the U.S., but also in many ages around the world. Sadly, there are indications that the frightening rise in type 2 diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and many other ominous conditions in children are related to their damaged microbiomes. David Katz, the founding director of Yale University's Prevention Research Center, the first medical center for the study of prevention in the United States, wrote September 22, 2015, children born in the year 2000 or later are not expected to outlive their parents. Poor diet in kids is more dangerous than alcohol, drugs, and tobacco combined. I honestly believe perhaps many or perhaps most of these young people will be ill and possibly die as a result of damage to their microbiomes. And yet this is something that can be both prevented and healed by a good diet. It is very easy to damage the microbiome, and it takes time to heal. Now we are going to move from the things that damage our microbiome to some new research on longevity.
The early research into Juice Plus told us a lot about how and why the powdered fruits and veggies give us so many benefits. From the earliest research, we learned the nutrients in Juice Plus are well absorbed. Then we learned it gives us antioxidant protection, guarding DNA and other essential molecules in our bodies from damage resulting from oxidative stress. Then studies went on to identify that it supports a healthy immune system. It has anti-inflammatory action. It benefits blood pressure. It protects us from the deleterious actions of harmful fats. It supports our gut health, and on the list goes. Now there is new research that is opening up our understanding of the importance of fruit and vegetable nutrition in a whole new way. This is something I first read about 2 years ago, and the scientific evidence is growing to support it and validate the great importance it holds for us. It can be summed up with the question, what if there are 1,000 vitamins? A vitamin is an essential nutrient that we cannot make for ourselves. We have to get it in our food, or we could take it as a supplement. The classic original 9 vitamins that we all know were identified about 100 years ago, and these were identified largely because the diets of groups of people in the U.S. and elsewhere were deficient in the various vitamins, and people started getting sick from these deficiencies, and we began to understand the idea of the importance of essential nutrients to our health. Now there's growing evidence that this understanding that there are only 9 vitamins has been extremely limited. We're learning there are many, many more, and it has been estimated that there may be over 1,000 of them. Around 40 additional vitamins have already been identified. Now, consider what has happened to the American diet over the last 50 to 70 years. We have fallen in love with sweets, processed foods, meats, fast food, and snack foods. American public craves foods that have been stripped of all their essential nutrients. Right along with this diet shift came the diseases of the 20th century, heart attacks, strokes, diabetes, allergies, osteoporosis, obesity, to name just a few. Now in the 21st century, the children of our nation are overcome with ADD, anxiety, depression, and autism in numbers never imagined in the past. These health problems have all resulted from widespread consumption of a diet that is deficient in many of the 1,000 or more additional nutrients we need. This is why we cannot supplement ourselves to health. How could we if we only know a few of the 1,000 or more nutrients we need? The understanding that is emerging from this kind of research rests on the idea that our bodies have the ability to function fully and give us long life and health if we give them the nutrients they need. This is called longevity metabolism or longevity mode. But our bodies also have the capability to see us through times of shortage when we can't get enough essential nutrients that we need to function in longevity mode. There are many such backup modes. One example is how our bodies are made to handle starvation when we can't get enough calories or essential nutrients. In starvation, our bodies will stop metabolizing calories for energy and start storing as much as it can. At the same time, our bodies will actually begin to cannibalize themselves, breaking down the proteins and fats of our own tissues in an attempt to find the calories and nutrients it needs to continue to function. The important point here is to recognize that backup modes are not designed to give us long life and health. They're there to get us through times of shortage. These backup modes are called survival metabolism or survival mode. The standard American diet has given us the diseases of the 20th and 21st centuries because most of us are stuck in various survival modes. Now, here I want to give one more example of a backup mode because it has special relevance right now due to the wild popularity of the ketogenic diet. Many people consider this to be the best way to lose weight. Many people are also not aware of a sinister adverse outcome of staying on the keto diet over a longer period of time. The keto diet is a high-fat, low-carbohydrate diet with liberal amounts of protein. It forces our body to start breaking down its own fats for energy. Our bodies prefer to use carbs to support our metabolism. Carbs are a clean from the U.S.'s National Institute of Health from about 18 months ago that identified certain blood tests, that commonly available blood tests that are predictive of a higher risk of mortality over a 5-year period of time. One of these tests is ketones. The study identified that people who have persistent elevated levels of ketones in their blood over 5 years had a 25% higher risk of dying from cancer or heart disease in that same period of time. Now, one of the things we know about success in weight loss with the keto diet is it has to be continued indefinitely to maintain the weight loss because the talents come right back when people go off it. Thus, most people consider it to be something to continue for a lifetime. The reason the keto diet is deadly is it drives the body into a survival mode that's not there to give us long years or health. It's there for temporary use to get us through a time of dietary shortage. I don't recommend anyone use the keto diet because it's dangerous to health. Now, while the Juice Plus products are not promoted for weight loss, they support the health of the microbiome and therefore healthy weight. Juice Plus has a program that encourages incorporating healthy habits and the shedding of harmful ones called Shred 10. If you continue these changes from the Shred 10, over a time you might be pleasantly surprised to find your weight normalizing for the first time in many years. A pediatrician who completed Sally's February Shred 10 said, quote, "Slow and steady wins the race," end quote. Contact the person who invited you to this call if you're interested in the Shred 10. Now, going back to a deeper understanding of the benefits of Juice Plus, I want to talk about the 40 or so additional vitamins that have been identified so far by the new research on longevity and health. These nutrients are all plant-based. I'm confident that Juice Plus is laden with a vast number of essential nutrients that haven't even been identified, and that it helps promote longevity mode for those of us who consume it. Going back further to Sally's comments about the importance of gut health, we now know that some of the 1,000 additional vitamins we need actually come from our beneficial gut bacteria. We know the primary nutrient those bacteria need themselves to live is fiber, but they also need various plant nutrients to function fully. That's where Juice Plus comes in for them as well as for us. The question, what if there are 1,000 vitamins, is followed by, if there are 1,000 vitamins, how can we possibly supplement ourselves into health if we need nutrients that are not even known yet? The answer to the second question is we can't. We have to get these nutrients from a whole food, plant-based diet with plenty of support for the needs of our gut microbiome. Juice Plus can get us a long way along the road to living out long lives in full health.
While Juice Plus cannot undo all our lifestyle and food choices, eating it, we say eating it because it is just food, can be a powerful way to begin. Juice Plus contains the powdered micronutrients of 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries, chosen for their outstanding nutritional density. Our vegan omega blend, omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, benefiting brain, heart, and joint health, and the addition of the macronutrients in our Juice Plus Complete, which adds both outstanding protein and fiber to our diets, round out the product line of nutritional support to our overall health. And I want to make one comment about the microbiome and a final product that we have, which is our Tower Garden. It is the aeroponic growing system developed out of the research done at the Land, the futuristic agriculture area of Disney's Epcot. Plants, like all living organisms, have microbiomes, and plants can be healthy or unhealthy, just like humans. Plant and human physiologists developed exactly the best mineral balance for the Tower Garden tonics to grow the very healthiest plants, to then promote health in those of us who consume those plants. I have a Tower Garden that gives me fresh herbs and veggies only 10 steps from my kitchen counter, and I'm keeping them alive by pouring the tonic over the top right now when there's no electricity. Talk to the person who invited you to this call for more information about this wonderful growing system. Actually, we have one that is dedicated only to tomatoes for Ottis salsa. What we have to offer is priceless. We share products that have been promoting health for over 28 years, and now we know they have been promoting the health of our microbiomes. While Juice Plus makes no health claims, a world-respected doctor said many years ago, there is no nutritional product in the world with or without a prescription that can do for the body what Juice Plus can do. If you are asking, does Juice Plus work? If it is consumed regularly, the answer is a resounding yes. Juice Plus is the most research-branded nutritional product in the world. The more than 41 scientific studies have confirmed that Juice Plus promotes healing and helps prevent damage that causes disease and aging. If you are hearing about Juice Plus for the first time, know that it is outstanding food with a nutrition, not a supplement label, that will support good health and will give you excellent nutritional support if you are battling any health challenge or if you're feeling well and want to continue feeling well for decades. So if you are asking, will it work for me? Again, if you consume it regularly, operative word regularly, the answer is yes. Many of us would stop to help someone in need. Many of us would give to charities, helping the disadvantaged. Many of us would go out of our way if we thought we could make a difference for someone we care for. However, if the person in need were you, would you give the same care? Adding Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, berry, omega, and complete to your daily diet is an easy and affordable way to begin the journey to a long and healthy life. It helps bridge the gap between what we should be eating and what we actually do eat. And children can receive free Juice Plus for up to 4 years as part of the wonderful Healthy Starts for Families program. If you are ready for that journey toward living many years with health and vitality, I have a couple of modest proposals. First, begin to be purposeful about what you eat and drink. Increase the ratio of fruit and vegetable to meat you consume. Decrease the sugar and sugar substitutes and processed foods you eat, and reduce your consumption of dairy products. Can you increase your exercise? Walk more, move more, sit less. Doing any of these is a start on the road to increased vibrancy and longevity. If this seems overwhelming, can you think of one simple change for you to begin with? And regarding one simple change, Ottis has said for years, the simplest way to begin a health journey is by adding Juice Plus to your diet. And that is where we began 15 years ago. Each of the Juice Plus products promote solutions for the health problems we have in our country and throughout the world. What we have is priceless. So I believe we have an obligation to share it with everyone on the planet. Never before have people been more concerned about their health and the health of those they love. If anyone has a disease or a medical condition, they need to know what we have. If anyone appears to be healthy, we have an obligation to help them ensure their continued good health from the inside out. Further, we have an obligation to share what we have with others who care about the health of those they know and love. Without our team, countless people will never find hope for their health challenges. I am grateful to be aligned with a company that has been promoting healthy living around the world for 50 years. And it is a company that has provided us with a marketing plan superior to any other indirect sales, network marketing, franchises, or corporations. We all know people who are praying for a solution to their financial woes, and our simple system may be the very answer they're looking for. There are countless who are afraid to admit that they are hurting financially. Perhaps now more than ever, it could even be you. If you or someone you know are looking at our franchise as a possible Plan B or even Plan A, you will find a family, a community, and a company that will welcome you with open arms and that are all ready to lock arms with you to help you succeed. Connect the person with the person who invited you to this call if you're interested. If you think you are too young for our business and you're over 18, you are not. And if you think you're too old, you are not. My dad learned to use the computer in his 80s. He traveled to Juice Plus conferences by himself into his early 90s. The most exciting day in his life was the day he made national marketing director, and he was 94 years old. If you are a partner on this call, whether a brand new partner or a leader who has impacted the lives of thousands or tens of thousands, each of us has one thing in common. We all have a reason for sharing Juice Plus, and regardless of our reason, we share hope. If you have not found your reason, if you don't have your story, talk with your sponsor so you too can inspire healthy living around the world. Your story could change countless lives for health or financial security or both. We in the Cortese organization have access to many wonderful tools to advance our freedom revolution for sharing hope, regardless of the health or financial story for those you encounter. Your sponsor will direct you to those tools. And finally, if you have someone you care about who has not yet seen the value of Juice Plus or our virtual franchise, never give up. I am so grateful that my daddy never gave up on us. By his persistence for 13 years, people are healthier, including me and my family. Moms who want to are able to stay home and raise their children. Others have been able to retire. Many are able to support charities that mean a great deal to them, and many of us have made friends for life all over the world. We are blessed to be part of this company, the company with a heart. What a legacy. Finally, thank you, Cheryl, for giving us the privilege to share our passion for health and for Juice Plus tonight.
Thank you so much, Sally and Ottis. I just am I'm wowed. I mean, the power of your words, such powerful, powerful words, such beautiful words, and so well shared this evening. I really, when I hear, the two of you, it's like so many of our doctors, I'm just so proud for my body that I came across Juice Plus. Now it's been 27 years ago, and that it's here with me and my children and my grandchildren. And, it seems like every time I get more and more information, it only just re-inspires and underscores that it's something that has just been very powerful and continues to be for all of us. And also, I loved your words about our business and our mission and what we have to offer other people, not only from a health standpoint, but from a, just a standpoint of really the stress relief that goes along with financial stress and fear. And that's very real in our world today as well. So such powerful information. And for everybody on the line, I mean, I really want to congratulate both of these people, Sally and Ottis, both, because, I mean, I think Sally told me today that in her kitchen the highest temperature was, 20 degrees? And
it was below that
below 20
that point. Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Yeah,
and
in
so
my kitchen.
Just
18.
really difficult past 2.5 weeks, and yet they've managed to travel to a point where they could share this information with all of you tonight. And I think that speaks of the commitment and the community that we all have to and for each other, that support. As she said, one of the things we offer besides amazing nutrition, a wonderful way to create supplemental income, is just that whole community of hope and support for one another, and that's a huge thing in life, especially today. So thank you both for your efforts tonight, but especially for your knowledge and your beautiful words, and appreciate both of you so much. So everyone on the line, let's really, let's have that kind of courage and tenacity to make sure we go to all links, as these people have tonight, to share with those people that that you come across, that you reach out to, whether, virtually or next door, or, as you go through your day. Everybody is alert today to the need to support that immune system, to really do everything we can to help our own bodies and those of others. And we do have something that has been proven to, support through medical research, through scientific research, that it supports healthy immune function. And we've heard tonight so many good things that every time I listen to a call and there's new information, I get all excited all over again. So it's a wonderful thing to do for those that you love and those that you come across. So to both of you, thank you so much, and so appreciate you being with us tonight. And be safe and stay warm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really, really appreciate you and Sally, both of you. And we'll say good night to everyone.
Good
night.